And we are live, guys. How you doing today, Clyve?
Oh, all right. Clients notwithstanding, of course, yeah. Of course, the clients who are out of custody, it's just like so. It's like a school day for them. It's school day. So they have to go to school. Courthouse is closed. Yay! It's like okay, but they're going to reschedule it. This isn't going to ultimately go away. This is just postponed. Also, this is literally the worst snow. The worst. These are record low temperatures ever. Record lows, record snow. We've never had. We normally will have a little bit of an ice storm in February, but nothing like this. I'm just at a loss to explain.
Okay. What's you wearing the young hands today?
Uh, actually, no. I'm wearing the Hamilton, which I've yet to really disclose.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm wearing the Alpinist again, of course. Before work, I'm gonna swap out probably the G-Shock when I go to work here in a little bit. So unfortunately, you got to go back for 5 nights now. So.
Well, yeah.
Had a pretty good weekend with the girlfriend though, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's nice. That does sound really nice.
Yeah. How's it going, Slats, man? How you doing, Lucian? How you doing, bud? Hey, Bruce. Hey, Peter. Hey, you want us to send you a link? Or are you at work?
No, he's not at work yet.
Oh. But
I've actually had a couple people say, "Hey, weren't you doing anything in the morning?" It's just like
What, live streams?
Yeah. And sometimes it's just that sometimes I just don't feel like those bozos coming over from the other channel.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Yeah, I've noticed a couple of them starting to come over and comment on my pages.
Well, yeah, and because it's like it's like living in an apartment complex. If someone doesn't keep their stuff up, then it becomes a nest for either cockroaches or bed bugs or whatever, and then it starts infesting it's the source of the infestation. Then eventually it makes its way to the entire building and then the entire complex.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, there's Nate B. So,
how's it going, Nate? How you doing, bud? What are you guys all wearing in the comments, by the way? I'm wearing, like I said, I'm wearing the Alpinist. So I'll swap out the G-Shock here in a little bit. But yeah, other than that, just kind of hanging around. Actually was off the last couple of days, so it's kind of nice to, like I said, spend some time with a girlfriend.
Yeah, this might be the most literally. I mean, we're all told, "Oh my God, it's snowpocalypse," so everyone just kind of halfway shut down, left early on Friday. Then Saturday, it wasn't until then Saturday, then yeah.
How's it going, Clam Walker? How you doing, bud? Slatsman's wearing the Patty Monster. Nice.
Nice.
I still have my first gen. I need to bust it out a little bit more. Wear it a little bit more. The Orange Monster, the first gen.
Yes.
So, and those are actually getting hard to find too.
Everything. Okay, guys. If other people are looking at it, it's gonna become hard to find, and the prices are going to go up. Period.
Sure, Peter. I'll take a look at this M104. I had the black dial, but he's got the white dial, so I'd take a look at it if you want to send it.
Yeah.
He's got the white dial with the red second hand, the limited edition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, you're like I've got that, I've got that Aquanaut.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was thinking, there's no fucking way I'm going to send that to you for review.
Yeah, I don't blame you there on that one.
Oh, wearing his ceramic Submariner. Nice. And it's one of those things, though. Of course, the thing is, technically it's the Submariner and the Submariner date, but I think the Submariner date has become, for most of us, the de facto Submariner. So then it became the Submariner and the Submariner no date. I also think Rolex doesn't like that. And when you also think about it, it's actually submariner. A submariner is a shitty sailor, basically.
But I think if I were to choose between either of them, I'd probably go no date.
Yeah, I think yeah, exactly. So, but again, Ving and I were talking. He's thinking, yeah, I'd like to get something that's nice and simple. Shouldn't be that hard to get. Maybe the Rolex, maybe like Oyster Perpetual. And I'm like, man,
he doesn't even know,
you are
does he?
you are way too late to that party, son.
How's it going, JCB?
Yes.
But yeah, he's definitely a little late for that. Which I'm sure if anybody can get one, he'll probably be able to get one. I'm sure. Yeah. He's probably got a good connection with his 80. I'm sure.
Not really.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, because
TISO TO 3547A. I'm not sure the model number on that one.
Nice.
TISO are nice. Is it a Visa date? That's another brand that's got a lot of bang for buck for entry level Swiss watches.
Baum and Mercier.
Yeah. You got to pick them up either gray market or used, probably though. Those watches like that.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, you won't get a great price on them. Let the other guy take the hit, right? Except for TISO. TISO you can pick up pretty cheap new. And that's one of those ones I would feel comfortable. I'd feel comfortable buying TISO on Jumbo Shop. I think I actually did back in the day. I had the PRC, the 200, the Chrono. You know which one I'm talking about? I got it from Jumbo, I believe, a while back. I'm surprised you don't see those too much. The PRC 200s.
No, hold on.
Slassman says he ordered the Seiko Manta Ray Monster. Had the lowest price on, really, by $60. Okay. Courtier, okay, day at for $300. You can't beat that with at a movement. Because TISO is part of Swatch Group, right?
Right. Yep. Also, of course, had to quit smoking after the before I got admitted to the hospital when I thought I was really sick instead of dying, but because of COVID. But I actually just finally went through and used the last of the nicotine gum,
mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh shit, nicotine, and it's like I made it to like Sprouts, which is a fruit hoity-toity. God.
Your nerves starting to get you now?
Well, no, I actually went and got a big thing of just normal gum, and of course, it can't just be Chiclets or something because it's one of these hoity-toity la-di-da stores. It's like Spry or Spree or whatever, and it's like, how much is that big thing of gum right there? That little thing of gum with a bunch of Chiclets? $9. Jesus, no, it's okay, fine. It's a blizzard. I don't want to go any further than I have to. Jesus fucking mother. So yeah, so I'm sitting here chewing this overpriced gun. It's quite. The flavor is really quite in your face, but for what it costs, it should be.
Yeah, I like Orbit personally. How's it going under Achievement Watch Collector?
Well, they didn't have Orbit.
I gotcha.
It wasn't frou and up your ass, fuck you up the. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know. I end up not picking up the Islander watch yet. I may end up picking it up like next couple of weeks or so.
Okay.
I end up spending a lot more money than I wanted to for Valentine's weekend this weekend, of course. So.
Well, true, but on the other hand, you're young and you had a nice little place to stay by the ocean with your girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I was that age once, so I understand. It's like, yep.
Nate saying he quit 2 years ago. He rewarded himself with a sub. Nice.
Well, yeah, it's from the vaping. So I gave it the vaping. So I'd been off the cigarettes for years. Actually, it'd been almost like over 10 years, come to think of it. But yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better for you to be off it all in general, though, huh?
Well, exactly, because, then, because that still, it still impedes your lungs' ability to process oxygen. And especially with all this COVID shit going around, your lungs need all the fucking help they can get.
Yeah, definitely.
So
you see, Roman got it.
Roman got what?
COVID.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he didn't have it as bad as some other people, though.
Well, no, of course not. No. Professional courtesy.
Say what?
Professional courtesy. One virus to another. No, okay, no. Actually, no. But the thing is, there, like I said, there's Spanthemy and Charco, and it's just like, hey guys, this, it's people are, these are these schmucks, these assholes, these predators are the reasons I don't go to Dallas anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen on their latest video, they had a guy that said that he would buy. He's got a relationship with an AD and said he would buy pieces and sell them to him.
Yeah, and Clem Walker, I quit 2 years ago in January as well. Still vape and beat the COVID in December. Well, that's good, and yeah, but Clem, yeah, I quit. I quit smoking like 2009, I think. Yeah, every once in a while or something like that, like a cigarette or half a puff to a cigar. But if you,
I was gonna say, have you thought about cigars? Because they're not as bad for you as like regular cigarettes
or vape. Well, if you're going to do that, the trouble is, if you're going to do that crap, it's always, you're basically a hop, skip, and a jump until another relapse.
Yeah, true. Because I enjoy a good cigar every once in a while. But yeah, that's like I said, cigars.
Okay, underachieving watch collector. Okay, to answer that question, yes, I do have thoughts on it. Now, next is Clam Walker. Get snooze and Agar and backup. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what happened? I watched Mark's
video. Oh no, they're wanting. Okay. Okay. You've got differing levels of fuckery. Am I a bit surprised? No, I'm not a bit surprised. Okay.
Now, do you think it's a case of an employee that was pissed off because they got let go and they were trying to make up a reason?
Well, okay. So if you're going to do that, you basically have to sign an affidavit. And here's how an affidavit generally goes in my state. I hereby swear under penalty of perjury, the following is correct, is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief, : So that's a sworn statement. And also, it starts off perjury. So if someone is lying, like I said, if it's an eventual employee that's making a bunch of shit up, and they can prove that she knew, or he or she knew or should have known that what they said was swearing to was not correct or not truthful, then that person is set up to, victim of a crime. Keep in mind, they almost got Bill Clinton. They almost impeached him. They didn't. They didn't impeach him for the blowjob. They tried to impeach him for lying under oath about the blowjob. Yep.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering if it wasn't just like a case of a employee that was pissed off because they got let go or whatever.
Oh, could be, but that's
So
to go through with it though.
yeah, so it had to have been happening.
And it's also
I
like
would think.
50. It's 50 pages worth of pleading. So if you're gonna, they went in hard and sorry, let me rephrase that. The attorneys did apparently a very exhaustive study going into the case.
Mm.
They're going to have to with literally 50 pages of pleading. I mean, 50 pages on a petition, for God's sake. So
I wonder what is it or was it? It's never been said. Was it or is it when the small like family owned Rolex 80s, or was it a bigger like chain?
well, it depends what you mean by smaller. I mean, like I said, so because over here, it's in my, BC Clark, probably the largest jewelers in the state. It's family owned with like 3 locations, and they've been
Okay,
forever. They
yeah,
have such, and that's now there are other ones. There might be Moody's. They might have a couple of locations up in Tulsa, but I don't think it's BC Clark saying an exact. Just because something's family owned doesn't mean it's like small time or small potato.
yeah.
So yeah, so there's fuckery. There's probably multiple levels of fuckery, and does Rolex know what's going on, turning a blind eye? Does the AD know what's going on and turning a blind eye? Are there multiple levels of greed and fuckery? Well, that part I'll say yes.
But Clay Walker saying texts and emails. I assume they have enough evidence.
Well, Clem, you know what happens when you assume something.
Yep.
Yeah, but it makes a good prima facie case going in. At the very least, it should allow them to survive a motion for summary judgment.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the deal, guys. You guys have known for a while, especially when it came to ADs, that the deck was stacked against you for Rolex anyway. Why are you continuing to play the game?
Mm. But that's kind of like Christopher's here. It's owned by Christopher himself or whatever. It's the only one we have here. And I don't think they would do that here, but you never know though.
You never can tell. And part of the problem is Rolex, they're a bunch of control freaks, and they still insist on AD selling like it's the 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
So Rolex, apparently, it's like, hey, Rolex, are you going to do anything on the internet? You've heard of the internet, right? No, can't hear you. The Rolex doesn't want to admit about how most watches are really bought and sold these days.
Which isn't that how their younger brother does it though, a lot, right? The internet tutor.
Yeah. Well, a lot of ways it's kind of the same thing. They might be a little bit more flexible, but Rolex, back in the old day, you would, there was not advertising. Well, there was not internet. There's no YouTube channel. You would look in a glossy magazine and see a full page ad. I still remember the first watch ad. I remember looking at and saying, "Ooh," it caught my attention, and that was for the Longines Admiral Diver.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have been working at United Supermarket in 1933. But the funny part is I realized, wait a minute, I've got that watch. I've got a Longines Admiral. And that Longines Admiral is also a patina queen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. The ones I remember first seeing was, like I said, the UNs in DuPont Registry in high school. I remember seeing their ads all the time in those. He loves looking at 60s magazine advertisements. Yeah, they're pretty cool. The old school
Yeah.
ones. That's when they actually use advertising, right?
Yeah. And TV advertising costs too much because it was hella expensive to advertise on television because literally everyone was you take the entire country and you divide it into fourths. So if there's 200 million Americans, it's like, well,
I have noticed a lot of watch companies doing advertising on YouTube now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's very because normally you pay more for the more eyeballs. But what's nice about YouTubers, it's very targeted. So in a lot of ways, watch companies they're almost how do I put it? Watch companies want to go after the great unwashed. We're easy we're slutty compared to watch companies. Okay, we're not their main target. The whole purpose of watch companies is to get everyone else looking at their products and looking at their brands and their lines. They don't have to bother as much for us because they know we're already looking.
Yeah.
We're not when you see something targeted for mass mailing, it's not really meant for us.
Yeah. That's the thing I don't think a lot of people understand either. Like, we're kind of like a niche hobby. Like, it might seem like there's a lot of people watching watch content and stuff on YouTube, but there's like a lot of the same circles of people are collectors.
Yeah. The watch companies, they don't want to send us. They're not going to bother pay the money for a full page ad for us. We'll get a text to them at like 2 a.m. saying, "You up?" That's how rest companies think of us.
Mm-hmm. And Bobby Smith is asking what Chicago AD. I don't think the name was ever disclosed, was it?
I'm
sure if you probably Google it, it'll probably pop up. I'm sure.
Yeah, you may pull you. Yeah, Bobby, you may peel you a grape. Rolex, Rolex, AD sued. Boy, that's breaking. Major Rolex AD accused of racketeering. Oh yeah, DeGriff, that's the first one.
I wonder if they huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if they weren't selling
CDP
to timepiece gentlemen, people like that.
Yeah. Well, no, timepiece, and I don't know the timepiece. I think he just Texas is kind of big enough and it's kind of niche enough. Geez, spam to the knee. So
What's going on, Flippin' Zippo? I'm sure there's the mafia still in Chicago. I'm sure they're probably not as active as they used to be.
You mean the outfit? The mafia in Chicago is called the Chicago outfit. Yeah, and well, and one of the reasons why he has such a big the Anthony is that and Marco, is that the more people that know about them, the more people will contact them. So that way, if they want to buy a watch, they'll go to them.
Mm-hmm.
And more importantly for them, if someone wants to sell a watch and they're local, they'll probably go to them. So,
like you said, Dallas is a fairly big city too. So
Dallas-Fort Worth, that's one of the biggest ones. And they could drive a few hours down to, and they can drive a couple hours down to Houston if they want to, but
probably Austin too.
Yeah, Austin. Austin's a little bit closer than Houston, I think. But here's also. But I can remember though, 2016 maybe, going up to Pittsburgh and for my son's graduation from high school, and just think, well, I'll just look at their online post, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and there was nothing up there. But it was all this. I can't remember the guy's name, but you could tell it was all one guy basically monopolized everything up there.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing up there, down here now. They're also trying to stick their tendrils, their tentacles into Oklahoma City, and we're not wild about that.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So you guys trying to keep him out?
Well, we can't, we almost want to, the thing is, just like anything else, though, it's just like any other watch hustler. They want to beat the crap out of you, buying,
mm-hmm.
and then they just want to, and then they want to take the piece and put it on a pedestal when they're selling it. In other words, and I don't want to sound, you may think I'm trying to make the whole process sound morally ambiguous. No, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's always a shitty, buy low and sell high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nate, but boy, yes. I mean, there's, I'm looking, it looks like he's in a ballroom, a convention. Maybe he's getting married or something. Yeah. Earnest smile, earnest expression. But on the buy low and sell high, but, however, it's still a little distasteful. The watch resellers, I think it's just, see Marco, see Nate, back in the day, collectors, we would sell watches to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't any room for these nasty little people like that.
That's what I like about Random Rob's Discord group, because we kind of sell to each other.
I might have to try it, but it's just like, Jesus, another social media. And
but yeah, we kind of sell to each other, and we give each other really good prices too,
What would you guys do different if you were him? Well, actually, if we could do anything different, we'd run him out. Yeah, they're predators.
It's gonna get even crazier once he gets his network deal. I heard he's got a TV deal now.
Well, and it's like anything else. Yeah, he's young and pretty, and God knows, yeah. Yeah. I'm in a holding pattern right now. Exactly. I wish I would have did that over the years. I would have retired sooner. Yeah. Predatory. It's almost like payday loans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like payday loans. Yeah, they're legal usually in most states, but let's face it, they're still kind of fucking scuzzy. And I kind of feel that way about these sort of little nasty watch traders. See, they're not exactly resellers; they're watch traders. I just, like I said, distasteful. And you've got the little watch trading academy guys, and those guys, I literally, their ads come on YouTube, and I literally want to blow chunks. And the thing is, those guys have zero appreciation about the hobby. They have zero appreciation about the manufacturers. They have zero respect about the sellers. They even less respect for the buyers.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. They're watch pimps. They are watch pimps.
Just like the Ice Cube movie, it's all about the Benjamins.
Exactly. So,
but yeah, it makes it harder for like you said, like collectors like us to get the pieces that we want to get.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Because it used to be one of those things where it's a lot of money, but somebody like myself could save for a while and actually go in and buy one.
Speculators. Yep. Once the economy tanks, then these that's yeah. Oh. Now what? Yeah. Okay. Used car salesman. Yeah. Either way. But I think they're valid points. Now, do I want the economy to be wiped out? No. On the other hand, if the economy was taking a massive dump, if I knew that it was killing watch speculators, I would feel a little bit, that would take away some of the sting, I'll be honest. So
I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like like people kind of compare it to like the Ferraris from the 80s. I remember Tim Mossa was saying something about that, I think yesterday or the day before the video. He's talking about how like the 80s Ferrari car, like the F40s and stuff, they took a really big climb and all of a sudden they hit the bubble.
Yeah. And it couldn't happen to a nicer. Hey, there's Blue Shirt.
Hey, guys.
What's going on, Bruce?
Not much. What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
How's snowy Oklahoma City?
So far, fine, but we're expecting another 8-inch. Oh, shut up. We're supposed to get like another record snowfall. Literally, we're setting like.
What's that? An inch and a half?
No. Try like 14, motherfucker.
So you guys can keep that up there.
What do you mean up there? It's not like we're Minnesota, dude.
Welcome to being a Yankee.
Yeah.
Oh, shut your mouth. You shut your goddamn mouth.
Okay, over there. You guys can keep that over there. How's that sound better?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there's like, is okay. And it's like, well, is Oklahoma Southern or is it Midwestern? It's not really Southern. And okay, and here's my response to this, okay? General Stanwadi, you look him up. The Indian Brigade for the Army of the Trans-Mississippi was the last Confederate command to surrender. So if that doesn't make us, I think we're Southern just based on that. The last Confederate command. Suck a dick.
That would be the losing side, correct?
That would be the losing side. Yes. Yes.
Flippin', what's up, buddy? Congratulations on the watch, my friend.
Yeah, man. Congrats on the Black Bay.
You can. It's, joins being a flyover state. Yep. So what do you think about these watch speculators, like the timepiece settlement? I don't like them. I don't like them a bit. I think they're predatory. Blue Shirt, that's addressed to you.
Yeah, my pleasure, my friend. My pleasure. It looks freaking awesome. I'm so happy for you, man. That's a great watch.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I guess Flippin' bought the Tudor, huh?
Yeah, you got a Black Bay 41 Burgundy.
Congrats, man.
Nice.
Very cool watch.
So what do you think about all these Johnny-come-lately watch speculators?
I mean, I never like speculators because they're just there to swoop in and make a profit, and then they're gone. They don't really care about watches. My opinion.
Yep. That's a good way to go. Of course, I'm sitting there sputtering out, trying to say the same thing and taking me 5 times as long. Now, he might be getting his own channel, did you say?
Yeah, his own TV network deal or something, I think I saw. So he's going to get even bigger then, probably.
Yeah.
-10
What
in
are
Kansas
we
City.
playing the game now? Who's in a colder climate than everybody else is today? Well, it's 40 something here in New York, so and the sun's out, and it's a beautiful day here. So
Shut up.
No snow.
But if William Rizzo pops on here, he's got us all beat because he's in the freaking in the Florida Keys, and it's
What's
always
the temperature?
In Oklahoma City, it's currently 13 degrees.
Woohoo!
There's a winter storm warning in effect.
good. Better it be there than here.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, we already had and the thing is, we're totally used to, like it snow, or it would ice or whatever, and the next day it melts.
Right.
And so we had a bunch up to us. We're almost like sitting around like, okay, when's it going to melt? What? You mean if it stays cold, you actually have to move all this shit? Really? Fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, like I said, you guys can keep that there.
Yeah.
It's been I think it's 60 degrees here today, 50.
Well, and it's been so cold. Low records. Every day is a low record day now because it's just like we've never had anything like this, much less in February. We'd have winter's last hurrah, like AI storm for like a day or two, maybe once or twice, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing like this. So yeah, and they're actually having to do rolling blackouts of the electrical system because everyone has got their heater going, and the electrical system here can't take it.
Mm. And then Flip is saying this mass collecting is a fad. The vultures will be shitting themselves eventually.
Well, yeah, and I'm kind of thinking normally, everyone would have a watch, a nice watch.
Mm-hmm.
Or some, not everyone. I take that back. Some people would have a nice watch. Some. So, yeah.
Later, Peter. Enjoy your walk, bud.
Hey, Peter C. Take care, man.
But yeah, I kind of agree with Flippin though. I feel like eventually it's got to stop somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely it needs to stop. Thomas, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Thomas? How you doing, bud?
Join us. Join us.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of people reach out and say, "Hey, you haven't been on. You haven't really done anything." It's just like, yeah. And then what's the point? I mean, all anyone wants to do is talk about Rolex, and now everyone's, "Hey, what do you think about this dealer? What do you think about the charges?" I'm like, they suck. They suck.
Do.
They've always sucked,
and they always will suck.
They always will suck. Yeah, they have been fuck. Yeah, so you're mad because you. Do you really want to know why they're fucking you? Or to me, just the fact that they're fucking me is just pretty much all I need to know. The why, as far as I'm concerned, is academic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it wasn't Rolex, yeah.
Man.
And also, you're mad and you're upset because Rolex, the Rolex that you want is obscene on the second market, but you're subscribing to the Timepiece Gentleman and giving it, and these other guys or these watch traders and giving them thumbs up and likes. You're part of the problem. Sorry. They're a big part of the problem, and you're supporting them. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thought you're going to have is to really just get off the fucking internet, shut your laptops down, or actually shut your window down, then go to Facebook and join up with other watch enthusiasts in your area and get to know them. Get to know ADs in your area. Get to know dealers in your area.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, we're going on about 40 minutes, guys. You got about ready to call it a day?
Yeah, it's been a day.
Sure.
Been a day. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on, Bruce and Clyve. Thanks, everybody, for joining
Thanks for
in the
having me.
chats. See you guys.
Take care.